lot of people are talking about the officiating, and I was there.
Yes, you were there.
It wasn't good.
No.
That was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen, but not just for the Lakers. They missed calls on the Thunder, too. And that crew just shouldn't do another playoff game. They were just really bad.
Yeah, and by the way,
but it's not why the Lakers lost.
No, it's not. It's not why they lost. Em, do you disagree with that, or do you agree with that?
I think it did contribute a lot to the Lakers losing, but I feel like it's the reason that Lakers lost that can actually change. I feel like everyone's saying it's not the reason why the Lakers lost. The Lakers just aren't constructed the same way or aren't constructed well, etc. Well, the officiating can change.
Right.
The roster construction can't change.
Correct.
So I'm going to get mad about the officiating, and I'm going to run with that one.
Yeah.
You can be. They miss. I mean, there was one time where LeBron made a basket, and they literally hit him on top of the head, and he was limping, and no whistle. When JJ said after the game that LeBron doesn't get officiated like any other star, I think he's onto something.
Yeah, here's JJ.
Well, he gets clobbered on that one, with Jalen Williams coming over trying to block the shot when he spun baseline on Dort. That was in that stretch as well. LeBron has the worst whistle of any star player I've ever seen. I mean, I've been with him 2 years now. There's, again, the smaller guys, because they can be theatric, they typically draw more fouls, and the bigger players that are, built like LeBron, it's hard for them, but he gets clobbered, and he got clobbered again tonight a bunch, and that's not like a new thing. That's not specific to this crew or this series. He gets fouled a lot. That doesn't happen. I mean, guy gets hit on the head more than any player I've seen on drives, and it rarely gets called. So
yeah,
that can all be true, and it can also, it's the old Sedano thing. Two things can be true at once.
Yes.
It could be true that the refs were really bad and that the Lakers would have lost anyway, which I think both those things are true.
Yeah, now you could make a case that the Thunder foul on every play. Every time down the floor.
I think that's a strategy.
It is a strategy.
Yeah.
They're very, very physical, and they do get away with a lot. And I'll tell you, I hate, the worst one was Chet Holmgren last night. Chet Holmgren in terms of acting and flopping.
He's good at it.
He was. Yeah. I mean, it was like a Charlie Chaplin kind of old school, and he's waving his arms, and he's pretending like he got hit in the face, and DeAndre Ayton did not hit him in the face.
Well, the worst one was Caruso. LeBron's running down the court, and Caruso gets in his way, and then flops like crazy, like LeBron ran him over, and the refs fell for it and called it. So this all contributed to the game, but let's be honest. Lakers had the lead at halftime.
Yep.
They were up 5 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Shea was out of the game. They picked up a fourth foul. They've done a great job on Shea in these 2 games.
Yeah.
That was their chance. Shea out of the game for the last 10 minutes of the third quarter, and instead, A.J. Mitchell just carved him up.
Yeah, they went on.
And they couldn't stop him.
I think it's a 22-4 run is what they went on when Shea came into the game. And in the third quarter.
Or left the game.
Yeah, left the game. And in the quarter, they were outscored 29-11. Lakers made 7 field goals with 8 turnovers. And the turnovers, live ball turnovers, are absolute killers against OKC because they make you pay for it. Now, I will say it was great to see Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he
with
looked
his
great.
Career playoff high. He was really good. He was, 10 of 16 and 3 of 6 from 3 for 31 points. I believe I saw last night go by on Twitter. He scored his 500th playoff point last night in that game.
Well, that's the Austin Reeves that you desperately want to keep, the one you saw last night.
And I will say, the Thunder had more turnovers than the Lakers. The Thunder had 12 turnovers. The Lakers had 7 turnovers. It's like, they had 20 turnovers. Never mind.
Yeah.
I looked at the wrong stat.
Yeah.
But the Thunder did have a lot of turnovers, too. It's just the Lakers couldn't convert on it.
Yeah, the Thunder had 14 and the Lakers had 21. But here's...
Yeah, they scored 26 on their 21.
I've now watched 6 games against the Thunder this year.
Yeah.
The Thunder have won them all. 5 of them by 15 points or more. They're just better at this than every other team in the league, not just the Lakers. They're just really good. Now, the Lakers' best chance to get a win will be tomorrow because they won't get the calls. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Referees are human.
Yep.
And the reason you said Oklahoma City might commit a foul in every single play, you can get away with that at home.
Yeah.
But when you go into somebody else's building, the refs tend to lean towards the home team. They'll say they don't. They do. I've seen it happen for 25 years. So the Lakers' best chance to win a game, I don't know if they're going to win, is tomorrow. Because they get it at home.
After the game, there was that moment where they all got together with the head official, John Gable, and there was Goebel, and there was like a back and forth. Here's what Austin Reeves said about that after the game.
I felt like I was respectful to all of them all night. I mean, there's a million times in the past I've said way worse stuff. And when we were doing the whole tip ball, when they were switching spots, I wanted to get on the other side because they had a guy on the other side who was just trying to keep an advantage. And he turned around and just yelled at my face. I just thought it was disrespectful. The whole time that was going on over there, I don't think he said much to them. I think he stepped in and said something. But at the end of the day, we're grown men, and I just didn't feel like he needed to yell in my face like that. I told him that. I wasn't disrespectful. I told him if I did that to him first, I would have got a tech. I feel like the only reason I didn't get a tech is because I knew he was in the wrong. So, I felt disrespected.
I don't think I've ever seen that at the end of a game where all the players get together with the head official.
I've called every one of Austin's games.
Yep.
And I've never seen him that mad.
Yeah.
I understand both sides of this argument. The ref shouldn't be yelling at the players. What happened in the jump ball is the home team gets to establish position, the visiting team adjusts, but you have to stay where you are. And Oklahoma City was moving.
Yeah.
So when they moved, Austin moved. And when he moved, John Goebel said, hey, you guys know the rules. Knock the F off. Let's go. Get in a spot and stay there. He was trying to keep the game moving. It's funny to hear a player say, if I yelled at him like that, I would get a T. Well, they get yelled at all night.
Right,
the refs.
right, true.
No, I'm not defending the refs. They were awful. But I can see, I think a little frustration put over there. And I think it all comes down to this, Mace. To beat Oklahoma City, you can't play really good. You have to play great.
Perfect.
You have to play great. Austin played great. 10 out of 16, 31 points. LeBron, 9 out of 18, 23 points.
Every day.
DeAndre Ayton, 1 of 7, 3 points.
It's terrible.
Marcus Smart, 4 of 13.
Rui, though.
Jake LaRavia, 0 of 2. Rui was good. 6 of 10, 16 points. But all those guys have to hit.
Yeah.
You can't just have Austin and LeBron. You need DeAndre. You need Luke Kennard to impact the game.
Yep.
Luke was 4 out of 5 yesterday, 10 points. I think that's about what we need from him.
Yep.
But you can't turn the ball over 21 times. You can't, against the Oklahoma City Thunder, you can't let them go on runs when Shea is off the court.
Right.
And they did that. So based on all that, and I obviously was there, Oklahoma City deserved to win. And now the Lakers are playing for their season tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma City is so friggin' good. That is the deepest team I can remember in the league. Can you remember a team that goes 11 deep and the 11th guy is coming off the bench and scoring?
In-season moves. Like, I thought it was really great that we, in season, were able to get Luke Kennard.
Yeah.
They were able to get Jared McCain.
What was Daryl Morey thinking?
I think he didn't think he could pay him long-term. And he liked the people that he had better than them, but McCain's going to be great.
And they got a first back for McCain, I believe, and then some seconds. So it wasn't they got nothing, but it wasn't what
they gave him a first.
Well,
yeah.
You keep in mind though
they have so many firsts.
Yeah, that's why Oklahoma City controls the draft and the trades is because they have like 17 picks.
Yeah.
So they're just really their GM Sam Presti's great. They're really well run, and they deserve to be the defending champions. Now, we've played them twice. We played Shea great twice.
He's only scored 40 points in the whole series.
Here's what worries me.
Yeah, they haven't played their A game yet.
Yeah. And so hopefully it's not coming tomorrow. But I think they'll play better at home tomorrow. I think that's their best chance to win a game. Let's see how it goes.
Let me just go on the record and say, I did think the Lakers got a very bad whistle last night. I don't think that's why they lost.
Yeah, that's what we've been
saying
all day.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
I thought those refs were awful.
They were bad. They didn't control the game. The Thunder flop. Chet Holmgren's really good at that play going around.
Chet Holmgren, the one where he acted like it hit him in the face, was just not even close to his face.
Yeah, and big guys when they're big and gangly and stuff, when they flop, they kind of look like it's a big deal,
like a cartoon.
Yeah,
it's like an animated movie, right?
And then Austin was mad. But see, all those are symptoms. The cause is that Oklahoma City is really good.
Right. And I
It's
don't
just,
even blame them for flopping and exploiting the refs. The refs shouldn't allow themselves to be exploited, but they did. But, Momo, before you walked in, I said what swung this game is SGA picked up his fourth foul with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they knocked him off the court, and A.J. Mitchell led him on a 29-11 run.
Yeah, so that kid, he has an interesting backstory.
He's from Belgium, and he went to UC Santa Barbara.
Okay, and I talked to his agent, and he said, I went to scout somebody else in a West Coast Conference game or whatever that is. And I went to scout this other kid, and he goes, I think this A.J. Mitchell is this is the guy we need to be recruiting. Mm-hmm. And he was like, was it Big West, or is it Big West that they're in?
Yeah.
I thought it was WCC, but it's Big West. He was Big West Freshman of the Year, Player of the Year. Like, it's not like he came out of nowhere, but you also look, he was a second-round pick. He is literally right in the Lakers' backyard at Santa Barbara.
Yep.
Right.
The Lakers could use a guy just like that.
Well, Oklahoma.
How do we get one of them?
I'm just saying.
But the Lakers
this is
aren't
why
the
they
only
win.
one they missed him. You have a second-round pick, so everybody missed him.
Right.
But, one thing that the Thunder are really good at is anybody could have gone and got Jared McCain.
Yeah, 100%.
Did.
Yep.
And
just like I say about the Lakers, anybody could have gone and got Luke Kennard.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. And I would say the reason I've been around the Thunder a lot, they have the most incredible player development system. The guys go to Lou Dort played for the Oklahoma City Blue for a while.
So did Caruso.
Mark Dagnall, I never know how to say it. He was the coach of the Blue for a while. That's where he came from. Like, they believe in that developmental system. They use it really well. Lou Dort, undrafted.
Yeah.
Undrafted. It's not like, they have all these lottery picks, but it's the rest of the roster are just guys they found.
And we were talking earlier about sliding doors moments. Mm-hmm. The reason they got SGA was a sliding door moment. The Clippers said, we can sign Kawhi Leonard if we can get him one more All-Star to play with.
Yes.
So Paul George became the guy that was available, and they said, well, we want to haul for him. Oklahoma City did, and the Clippers thought, well, we're the Clippers. We've been a laughing stock forever. If I could get Kawhi Leonard and Paul George at the same time, I got to go for it. And not only did they get SGA, they got like 5 picks with him.
John, I'm going to tell you something that will make you scream. Okay? Doc Rivers at one point tried to raise the red flag and say, guys, are we sure we want to give him Shea? He's really good. He's young. I think nobody thought, even Sam Presti has told me, I didn't realize he was going to be an MVP.
Right.
He thought he was going to be a good player.
Right.
Like an Oladipo. Remember when they got Oladipo in the first Paul George trade, right? That's kind of what they thought they were getting. But Doc even said, Doc didn't know he was going to be there, but he just thought, God, that guy's good. He's young. We need him. Let's go to Kawhi and say, hey, why don't you sign with us first before we do this trade? And then we'll have a lot more leverage to keep Shea out or to keep some other of those picks out. And we're still going to get you Paul. You just have to trust us.
Yeah.
And Kawhi said no.
Well, I don't blame Kawhi for that.
I do.
Well, wait a minute. I've heard the story I always tell with this is Kobe, for his last contract, the Lakers asked him to take less money.
Yes.
And Kobe said, all right, what are you going to do with it? And they said, you just have to trust us. And then Kobe agreed to take less money, and they went out right away and signed Timofey Mozgov and
God,
Ruel
you're right.
Day.
Oh, God.
No, dang, the Mozgov.
Oh, my God. People are driving around on a Friday and want to yell at you right now.
That story, I said I would never trust a GM.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, yeah. I just think
Kobe
if you're
said, all right, what are you going to do with it? And they went out and got 2 role players.
But if you're the Clippers, you've got to just call Kawhi's bluff. He was never going to sign with the Lakers. Never. Like, this
we all
idea,
thought, oh my God, he's
I
going to sign
never
with the
thought
Lakers.
he was signing.
I remember that.
He didn't want to play the whole circus with LeBron and AG.
But
Like, that was just not his jam.
If you're the Clippers, though, you couldn't let Kawhi leave. You had to do what he wanted.
He was so important. But if you're Kawhi, you need people to play with.